first things first, we're gonna get onto this helpline thing, yeah? And I'm gonna say anyone, and I mean anyone that needs rascal help or assistance, you get me? Get through to man on that line right now. Cause man's pushing that line, you get me? See that one there? Man's gonna move like a trap line. You see how you man are moving like a trap line? I'm gonna move like that with this line, with the helpline. Do you understand? Everyone we know, and this is gonna separate, you know? This is really gonna separate who is who. If you're really serious about this cause, then you got the number to get to me, you understand what I'm saying? And if you really want to change your life, you got the number to get to me for the advice, you understand that? You get me? 95's always there to get the man them and the sisters that advice that they need, you get me? Anytime, phone that number anytime. I told the man, the man's gonna beat this one out like it's a fucking trap line, you understand? Can't really and truly, everyone's gonna link up on this phone. I've clocked the thing, you get me? Everyone on this phone who's serious about the cause, backdoor the thing. If you don't want people to know that you're getting in contact with me, then you got the number now. Backdoor the thing. Anything we talk about, you know, it's confidential. Remember, I'm giving man my word right now. Anything that I talk about is confidential, you get me, between me and that person. Do you understand that? So yeah, man, them don't feel no way, and sisters don't feel no way to phone that phone, you get me? Even if it's advice, man can give you a little 5 minutes advice and let you know what go on, you get me? So you can help pattern a thing quickly, you get me? Or one of my team can do it, but more time right now, I'm gonna hold the phone line. I'm gonna build this thing up. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's more personal. I want people to be personal with me. Do you understand? So we can build something. Cause this rapport gets built up with personal connections. Do you understand that? Yeah, I'm not gonna tell bear man while I'm gone. We just keep this thing personal. So man, phone me and we regulate. And if you wanna sit around the table, you got the number to phone as well. You understand that? Yeah, I want man to be serious now. Cause this is gonna separate the real from the fake. Because this is the contact now, innit? Yeah, to get through to man. Yeah, what I'm saying as well, yeah, I want to beat off something else as well. See, everyone's talking about this Kanye West thing, yeah? And I'm going to speak about something quick, yeah? And I'm going to say, if this is the road and someone shows you something, and then the same thing they showed you starts happening, what is that? Brother, come on, man must be right, innit? That's all I'm going to say about the matter. From when man showing man something, and man can see what's happening to man after man showed man, then it's said and done, innit? So that's what I'm saying. It's for people and communities to pattern up their thing different, innit? From when man gives you a gem, innit? You're supposed to take that gem and pattern up, innit? The same people that man's giving that gem to, we got to pattern up on our thing, innit? That's to say, that's all that matters. So I'm bringing it back to the road again. If someone says something on the road and you look at it, yeah, and it goes the way the same man says, you got to say to man, raw, you was right, bro. You understand? That's just it, innit? Yeah, but the helpline thing, yeah, man, them get on that helpline and come on, man, we got to push this thing, we got to link up now, cause it's happening. Let's not get there, cause you see this thing here, I find like, sure, I just come out the rascal like shower, you get me? But what, through this thing here, I find like, if every man gets to like 3/4 of the way, yeah, but no one can do the 4th quarter. But man's gonna do the 4th quarter. Do you understand that? Man's gonna connect everyone, get a big video going with everyone where man's heading that to be the man to take it to that next level. Do you understand? Cause no one can do it. I've seen that every man gets to that 3/4 and then it's just like a fizzle out thing. Man's gonna get to that 4th quarter, believe me, you understand what I'm saying? And the first and another thing I got to chat to the man them about now, yeah? What I'm saying, yeah? We got to start the hypocrisy in the ends. Man, them's got to start feeding that out. Parents, we got to start telling our kids to look at the hypocrisy in the ends, not to follow that hypocrisy. We got to even teach them what hypocrisy is. Certain youths don't even know what that means. Certain youths are thinking where I'll go on. You get me? We got to teach them the hypocrisy in the ends. That's where it starts. Do you understand what I'm saying? You start showing them that man there ain't moving right. He's saying one thing, but he's not. Look, come on, man. Like I spoke the other day about like the religion thing. You get me? Not for you, man, are doing it. Not for you, man, are doing it. And it's shamefaced doing it. You get me? I know when you're with your people, them, you're not doing that. So it's a shamefaced thing. Don't come and portray that. But us as parents, I've got to be able to show that, yo, this brother's a hypocrite. You understand? We're supposed to be calling man out. We're supposed to be showing our kids that we can't be allowing our kids to follow this. It's where it starts. So with the man, them, the parents, we've got to start getting out the hypocrisy in our ends. That's where it starts, you understand? And then we start feeding from that, because it's a ripple effect. Our kids will see that and think, right, you know what, I can't even listen to my guy no more. He kept me from when my mum and dad's telling me that, or my pops is telling me that, and I'm seeing it. Same thing, I'm seeing it play out and it happens. I got to accept that. I got to take that for a gospel now, innit? You understand what I'm saying? But big up all the people that follow me anyway, yeah? And that's what I said, man, has got the hotline now. I expect man to get into this hotline thing. Serious. Don't fuck about, phone the hotline and come with build, innit? It's about the help and it's about building, innit? That's the two main reasons for this rascal helpline. To help people first and foremost, and to build, innit? Building back the communities, you don't know. And man's got to understand as well when I talk about this drug thing, man's got to recognise, you know, that's a genocide to the communities, you know. Man planting drugs and man feeding drugs into the ends, that's a genocide, my brothers. You can't see that. But when man can't see that it's a genocide, that you're killing your own people in the fucking ends, brother. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, the helpline, even like addicts and that, the helpline's there for man help you get off that. Do you understand? My brother's saying he's got a spot where he can put man, and you get me? And make man cool off and rest up his life, you get what I'm saying? But really and truly, like, it's a genocide to our people. Do you understand? All this crack epidemic, you get me? Cause I'm telling man already, when man go north, you get me? Certain man up in north ain't letting that go in their community. Do you understand? So why are the man them down here letting it just go mad in our communities? Like all the deprived communities, we're just letting this thing happen and we're just closing our eyes to it. Oh man, don't want to get involved. Talking about it's a genocide. If something's a genocide, you think any other country is going to allow that? Or the man them just going to sit down and allow drugs to be a genocide to your people? Are you nuts? Like, man, them have to recognise, you get me, as what I said before, man do what they want to do, but don't do it around our youths, innit? And try to, like, you get me, make our youths feel that they have to follow that. They're not following that. We're going to put our foot down, we're not having that. You get me? And the man, them have to recognise, I'm telling the man, because man was once one of them man there. Listen, it's a genocide, my brothers. You don't lead nowhere, you get me? You got to think about the bigger picture and where you want your families to be, you get me, further in life. Man, got to recognise the thing, the hypocrisy, the double standards in man them's culture, in man them's community. Like, come on, man, the double standards, we have to start stopping it. There's no double standards, you get me? It's the same rule for certain things, you get what I'm looking at? You get me? Can't be over there, it's a different thing, and over here it's different. Fuck all that. We got to get things back on the level playing field. You get me? The double standards, the hypocrisy in our ends. You get me? We got to start putting an end to all of these things. I'm 30 on that. You get what I'm saying? I know the parents are 30 on that with me. Man, them 30 on that with me. Man, them, listen, don't get it twisted. Don't think that we're not on no preaching thing. We're on action and we're on force when force is needed. Then because people only respect force, innit? Understand what I'm saying? People ain't gonna respect you talk. People only respect the force, and when they see what's coming, understand? Right, man, move over, innit? That's what it has to be. It can't be no tippy-tappy thing on this. Parents getting the communities back. It can't be that. It has to be some force thing. Man, move over, innit? Or what? Man, gather up and make man move over. That's what I'm trying to say to man. Yeah. So the hypocrisy have to done. Yeah, man, them have to stand up and say, yo, that ain't touching my youth. That hypocrisy, you keep that in your family, fam. Don't even bring that around us. Understand? I'm trying to raise my family in a certain way with morals, principles. When they go out the door, I know they ain't doing certain things. I know my youths ain't gonna go and rob no one. I know my youths ain't stealing from no shop. You understand that? I know my youths are doing certain things. So if I get a call, my youths doing certain things, I'm up because I know my youth didn't do that. I pattern my youth a certain way. You get me? Us as parents, you understand? Pattern our youth a certain way. We know our youths ain't doing them things there. There's consequences for things like that. You get me? How can I be a dad and my son or daughter does something and there's no consequence to that? There's a consequence to everything. That's what I teach my youths. You understand? The way man to teach our youths again, there's consequences to certain things. We pattern our youths a certain way. So much youth. You don't want to pattern your youths a certain way that can't be in our community. You understand? It can't be in our community. People leave communities every day for beef. So if you want to move a certain way, you can't be in our community. Remember that. There's none of that. You understand? Best you just move like it's beef and come out the fucking ends, innit? And get housed somewhere else. Yeah, the hypocrisy has to stop. And if you're a real lion and you say you're a real lion, cause I know certain man, yeah, I'm a lion and I'm this and that, but you're not a lion when it comes to certain things. So if you're a real lion now, yeah, I tell man, get up in it, talk in it, get up in your community, rise up, phone me, rise up, link me, yeah, let me come round there, let the man them come round. You come round and help us, do you understand? Pattern of where we're patterning. Get me? What works both ways, you know? Understand, we all help each other in this rascal community, remember that? And the last thing I'm gonna say, you get me? Before I done off out here right now, innit? Yeah? Before I done right now, innit? The last thing I gotta say, yeah? And what I gotta say is, I don't reckon this Prime Minister's gonna be good for the man them in the communities, you know? Don't get it twisted, cause you air little furlough and this and that, man them get hyped up. That's why the man them always get hyped when they air something. But this is a word from the wise right now. I don't think this is gonna be a good Prime Minister for us, you know, brothers. Yeah, I think we need to work on the next one here, you know, brothers. You get me, on licking this government thing down because none of them people are for us, especially not this don that's gone in there now. Like, I can just see I can see the snake in a minute. That's what I'm saying to you anyway. Let's see what I go on in it, because I made a bet with my brother. And we made a little bet to say, yo, hit me, and I'm saying this man ain't gonna be good. So people leave their comments and tell me what they think about this thing. But this is just a little word for no wires, a little pre-thing, you get me? But I know now. You get me? I don't think so. Making my man them rise up, and I'm saying to them, oppose fake leadership, you get me? That's what we do, that's what 95 does, that's what UPP does. We oppose fake leadership, innit? We ain't standing for no fake leadership. You understand? That's what every man in the community is supposed to do. Stand up, you understand? And oppose that fake leadership in your ends if you think something's going wrong in your ends, and you see man polluting your ends. Are you mad? Are you a mouse or are you a man? Get up and stand strong to that. You understand? We oppose any fake leadership. Remember that. You understand what I'm saying? War is war, brothers. Do you understand? And if there's pollution going on in your own fucking ends, that's war to you, brother. Like, what way you wanna look at it or what way you wanna turn around, it's war, man, brother. Yeah, so as I said, man, oppose any fake leadership in your ends, especially if it's damaging your ends and it's hurting your community that you've born and raised in and you lived in. You get me? Done no power, my people, yeah?
Community angered by the merciless killing of 5 family members.
We begin with the gruesome report that has gripped the country all day. A woman and her 4 children are dead. A community left in shock, and a manhunt on for a person of interest in New Road, Chapelton, Clarinet. Investigators have revealed that the killings resulted from a
if you catch them boy, they a make them live and them a kill little picking in a sentence him. Send him out for your custom kill. Play ball with the mediocre team.